Want to find out more about the hidden gems of Camaret? Join us on our journey and check out these things that we managed to find on a very windy day. We found the most amazing places for us to explore that are not that far a walk from the main marina. Many sailors miss out on some of these delights because they don't travel far from the marina or they don't travel through the Gulet du Brest. So it's 6:30 this morning and we're going to take a line from here over to here. It's just a quick sort of hour and a bit's run to a marina so we can have a bit of shelter. There's some thunderstorms later, so we thought we'd move now. Another reason we decided to move is, I don't know if you can see how much these masts are moving. We've got a really weird rolly kind of motion in here, so it was keeping us awake. So we decided we might as well just get up and move. There's a fort near where we were anchored. It looks like it's got a little footbridge and you can go and look round it. It looks rather dramatic. But today we've got thunderstorms forecast. We decided, being the biggest boat in that little anchorage, that we would be a lot better off in a little marina about an hour away. So we're on our way over there. It's called Camaret Sur Mer where we're going. We've been in it some years ago now, but we're going to pop in there and we're going to have some shore power. I think it's going to get a bit rainy and wet, so it'll give us some power to do some things on board, so that would be really good. So we're just heading out, super calm, no wind. The seas are incredibly flat, even if the anchorage was really rolly. Very weird. So we've made our quick crossing and we didn't film much because we were in the biggest, thickest pea super fog that came out of nowhere for at least 3/4 of it. But you can see the mast there, that's Camaret little marina where we're heading. They've got a nice little beach area over there. We've just come around that sort of point. Behind us in the distance you can see the edge of the land there. That's not the end of the land, that's where the fog begins. We came through that fog, we were on a bay on the other side. It was so thick. So no time to film. But we're quite pleased we're here and we're looking forward to a little bit of luxury life in a marina. This sort of big grey vessel here, which I thought was some sort of navy boat, turns out to be the Douar, which is customs. Big customs boat, not seen one of those quite like that for a while. So we're coming into the marina and the conversation that you always have as you're coming in is, where is there a gap for us, where can we fit? Now we can see on the outside of this pontoon, which is a visitor's pontoon, there are lots of slots, so we might come back for one of those, but it might be better protected on the inside. So we're just going to have a little look before we decide where we're going to go. I think the best piece of advice we can give anybody is don't be rushed. Just look around, pick something that you know is going to work for you, look at the conditions, where is it going to be easy to get in, and take that. We are here. Don't spray me. This is Camaret. This is the sort of visitors pontoon that we're on. Some interesting old buildings. Alan, you saw a minute ago, was just filling our water tank. Feels like a big treat, that. Oh, why we were zoomed in actually. That's better. Yeah, so the town's all the way over there. It's quite a long walk, but we'll enjoy that later. The luxury of a shower, and yeah, we're just going to settle down and have a nice cooked breakfast. So we've done a bit of a walk, come and found this place, which is a fish place. Alan is here, and he has just bought us. What have we got?
I've got to forget what they're called, oysters.
Oysters!
I'm saying French.
So over there is our marina. To get where we are, we've had to walk all the way along. You can see a bit of a fort, a lighthouse. There's a special church there for sort of fishermen. We've walked all the way along the breakwater and around the seafront. Lots and lots of little shops and bakeries and deliciousness available along there. And as we've come round, this is more of the commercial port. There's a comptoir, which is basically a chandlery. And then we came from this direction, which is where the lovely seafood place was. We found ourselves a rather large supermarket selling a little bit of everything. So we're going to shop. Got lots of food to get, but oh my God, so many distractions. Well, it's been a while since we did a supermarket shop. When was the last time we went to a supermarket? I think it was when we set off. Yeah, so I think the last time we went to a supermarket was when we set off, which was nearly 2 months ago. We do stop the boat up quite a bit. But this is the first time we've actually got anywhere which has a supermarket. So we've gone a bit mad. Now we've got to carry all this back to the boat. We've even got a water container, which we're really pleased with because it was super cheap.
This is very exciting. We've been down to the quayside, and there's a fishmonger's there, which
we
is.
showed them.
Oh, okay, good. So you know, we went to the fishmonger's. It's owned by the guy who owns the trawler, so it's all fresh fish. And we bought ourselves basically a dozen oysters, and here's an oyster. If you're not familiar, these are caught locally. I didn't know this, but they have a top and a bottom and a front and a back. Who knew? That's the bottom. The curved bit's the bottom, and that's the top. Actually, probably the other way around. The important thing is that it's got a hinge around here that you've got to get into with your shucking knife. We bought this shucking knife, we think, in David Mellor's in the Peak District, so it's a really nice knife. So you protect your hand from your shucking knife, and then you force your way into the hinge. You hopefully force your way into the hinge.
Is this one proven tricky?
This is proven tricky, but it's given up.
Given up its deliciousness. Come on.
There we are. And then you make your way around. Just a little sort of rotation of the wrist, so you get the hinge up.
Oh, good.
There we are. And then we've just got to release this from the shell. Without spilling all the juice. And then, oh, there's a little bit there as well. Waste not, want not.
While Alan's doing that, I'll just show you, we've got a little bowl pre-prepared. It's got red wine vinegar in and just some really finely chopped bits of spring onion. And it's just for lightly sprinkling on top of your oyster.
I've overdone that. Okay, here we go. Straight from the Atlantic.
Super!
Oh, that's so good.
C'est magnifique.
Vraiment bon.
Vraiment bien.
Vraiment bon. It's easy to remember because it sounds like Raymond Blanc.
Right, well, let's get the rest of these eaten, shall we? So, I fear when I videoed the last bit, I may be doing a voiceover because I didn't turn the microphone on. So what we're going to do is get my reaction for the first shuck oyster. I've not had one yet, so I'm really looking forward to this. Oh, they're so fresh. Oh, that's good. It's so good.
Here we are in Camaret. I just thought I'd show you the very idiosyncratic showers. So this is the entrance to the underground, I can only assume, Second World War structure that's been converted into a place of douching. But yeah, unique to Camaret as far as I'm aware.
We've hiked up the hill to see this fort. So this is our sort of first glimpses. Alan has wandered around this side. I think there's a bit of an information board to see if we can find anything at all out about it. And as you come round, you're greeted with the view again. Spectacular. Later on today, we're going to sail out here to Brest. Okay, so we're going to go inside. It's echoey, wow. Oh, there's lots of little information boards in here. Look at that. What kind of fort was it again?
It's called the Little Dyke Fort.
The Little Dyke Fort. Oh.
It was 17th century.
It's a lot cooler in here than it is out there. I have to take the time to read some of these signs. They do have some English on, and we're trying to improve our French, so it never hurts, does it? Oh wow, it's dark in here. I think that's enough of that. That looks really dark. So the skipper's going to explore on the next floor. We've done a bit of reading and discovered it's a battery fort built in 1859, and they did it up in 2019 so the public could come and enjoy it. I'm going up too. Here we are, at the top of the steps. There you go. You can see boats at anchor there. quite an open top. I guess a lot of events took place from this spot. Apparently, the Germans also installed some defence stuff when they were here in the Second World War. There's the skipper. Fascinating structure. What do you think? Come down this path. Here comes the skipper. And come across over the casement here. I think we were okay to go down inside. Ooh, get my head down. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Amazing view. Fantastic. In the late 18th century, this artillery was replaced by 3 22-pound cannons on traversing carriages that pivoted. The cannons fired from a shooting platform above the earth and the masonry parapet. In 1859, they were replaced by 3 30-pound iron cannons and 3 22-centimetre howitzers, shooting explosive projectiles over 2,000 metres. These new artillery guns were still mounted on traversing carriages, but the wood was replaced by cast iron. What a defensive view. Apparently, this bit was the German barracks. Not sure I would have enjoyed that. Look at that. It's quite a austere space. And a little bit of light at the back. No sea view. And there you have it. And out we come. The German army barracks.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. I've just climbed some steps. Fantastic view of Camaret. And we reached the 95mm cannon battery. 1896. There you go. Let's keep going.
It's the 360 job.
Another German casement coming up. Oh, so warm. This holds a 75mm cannon, this one. And here we go. Not very high roof. Back to a spectacular view. There's lots of fortifications on the Crozon Peninsula, all on the cliffs really. Just fantastic views wherever you go when you get to one. Beautiful fauna have cropped up now. Big part of France's history. Okay, we are currently here in Camaret Sur Mer. We're just going to head out on passage. We're not quite sure of the destination, but we're going up here and through the Gulet du Brest. we're probably going to come around here and look to anchor the boat here. If we don't like it, we could consider, there's 2 marinas. There's one up here and one lower down in here that we can go to. There are alternative anchorages over here, and then another one all the way up the river here. So we're just going to sort of have a look when we get out there and decide what's the most settled.
You know, we're never happier than when we're out sailing, and it's always the same. You get a bit anxious before you set off. You're thinking, what's the weather going to be like, and what's the sea state going to be like, and then you get out and it's absolutely beautiful, as it is today. It's blowing 11 knots across the bow. It's sort of a close haul come beam reach, and we haven't got the main up because it's only a short passage and we're going onto an anchor, so by the time we've got the main up we'll have to get it down again. But the Jenny's really easy to get out, so we can put it away just as quickly. And here we are, glorious sunshine. We're heading up the Gulet du Brest. We're not there yet, but that's where we're going, into the Rad du Brest, and looking for an anchorage, which we've got a few to choose from.